Hello and welcome to Black Hollywood. It's your girl Quinn Elijah, and we are live today on iHeartradio with YBE Cancer.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
So YBE Cancer. Let us know a little bit about how you come up with your name and everything.
Well, just the city know me as Cancer, aka the Drip Guy. Spell it with a K. Killing all nonsense, crushing a rapper. That's what I do. But the breakdown is really just something that I came up with for a bar that I had. The meaning of my name is really actually more deeper than just, an acronym, simple.
Interesting.
My whole life, I watch everybody die. You know what I'm saying? From that one word right there, I fought against that word, cancer. You know what I mean? So I took that and I turned that into a positive, and I turned myself into that. You know what I mean? Change the whole meaning of something. So when I think of that word, when I think of cancer, and when I want everyone else to think of cancer, I want you to think of me, not someone dying, not someone, losing your loved ones, or someone battling. That one word that people hear and it gets that whole emotional base is different. So I want them to think of me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So you did switch it up and you spell it with a K.
Facts.
So when they announce you to the stage, how do they announce you?
I'm YBE Cancer.
YBE Cancer.
That's him.
Okay.
Drip Guy.
The Drip Guy. Look, I had to check out your profile a little bit. I see that you are very active with performances and things like that. Opening up like at concerts and all type of stuff. So can you let's tap into it a little bit? How is it like performing?
I love it. It's the best high. You know what I mean? I don't know can I say that on camera?
But listen, you're not just performing like with a small group of people. Like you're performing like in front of like hundreds of people. Like how is that?
It's awesome. I love the feeling, but it's more like connecting. I like connecting. I like the feeling. The best feeling about performing is not actually the performing part. It's looking out there and feeling them connecting with your music. When you seeing them doing this, they ain't even got to be shouting and screaming. You know what I mean?
Right.
But if you seeing them doing this, that means they listening to what you got going on. So, and I know I paint pictures, so I know at the end of the day.
So it feels good just to see the people like vibing with your music and everything.
Right.
They can connect to the music and all of that.
That's what I like.
So how do you prepare like for shows? Like do you ever feel like nervous or anything like that?
I mean,
kind of natural to it.
I mean, at this point, I performed so many times, even since I was a child, because I played instruments in school. So I've had preparation for this. I used to play in little small orchestras and the high school band. We used to play at pep rallies and stuff like that. We're playing for the whole school, so I've always been performing in front of people.
Them pep rallies used to be lit.
Yeah, and I was the only black cool dude that played the saxophone. And I played a whole solo in front of the whole pet rally, and they just weren't expecting that because of how I looked. And I didn't look like no band geek, but
nice.
Man,
I was expecting you to say the drums.
No, I can pretty much pick up anything and learn it, but the sax was my favorite.
Dope.
That was favorite.
You currently still dabble with playing the saxophone?
I mean, I really want to get back into it, just to even sample and do something dope as far as performance-wise, but I haven't yet. I've really just been focusing on bettering my craft as far as my rapping and writing songs and singing. Then I have artists. I got a producer now. I got A&Rs. I got a team.
Got a whole team behind you.
Yeah, so.
That's great. So you have a good support system and all of that.
We support each other.
People that believe in you.
Right.
That's great. That's awesome, actually. So, not only are you a rapper, but like you got some other stuff going on too, right?
Yeah, I got a few things going on.
Quite a few things.
Yeah,
yes, Mr. Co-host. Don't think I don't know. I know everything.
Yeah, we got a small. We don't even want to call it a podcast. We want to call it a radio show because that's what we about to be.
Right.
But we're gonna keep that on the wraps for right now, and then I got some marketing situations that I'm about to expose to the world, and I'm gonna go ahead and become the whale in Atlanta on official marketing. So y'all go ahead and y'all watch. Go ahead and tap into the profile YBE Cancer, spelled with a K. Y'all about to see me grow, and I'm gonna make sure y'all see the progress, and I can do it for any upcoming and independent artist. You know what I'm saying? So all money back guaranteed. Yeah, I mean, this is one of them situations where it sounds too good to be true. So I'm gonna show them.
Okay. So you're not all about showing the whole journey. You ready to pop out like when it's ongoing and happening?
No, I mean, if you're a fan of me, you've been watching the whole journey. You've been watching me since I had nothing to the cornrows.
So you share it all.
Yeah,
ain't no shame.
It's progress.
From the ground up.
The progress. I've been homeless before, so I don't have no type of complex. My complex has been gone. You know what I mean? I did 8 years in prison. I've had everything taken away from me. I've been talked to like I was nothing. I've been treated like a dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mental is the only thing that really kept me going. You know what I'm saying? My strong mind. So, and reading. You know what I mean? Okay. So, like, I don't have no complex. You feel me? So, I'm gonna move off of knowledge, and then waking up every day knowing that I can learn something new to get me ahead, get me further where I am today.
Okay, so you're open to still learning new things. You don't feel like the type like you know everything, all that type of stuff. So do you care to drop a few gems to the up and coming artists? Like, what's your push? Like, what keeps you motivated? How do you stay motivated in the industry, you know, that you're in?
My biggest motivation is never going back. Y'all probably hear rappers say that all the time, and I don't think I never really understood it until I got into the position I am now. And I'm not even halfway where I want to be. But it's like once you reach a certain point in your career or your progress in your life, and you feel like it's owed to you, like you know what I'm saying, you put in enough work for that, you don't never want to go back. So I wake up every day striving, knowing that I'm never gonna go back, and I want better. I think no real boss is ever content. I don't think being content is necessarily a good thing or a bad thing. Some people can be content with their life and be perfectly fine with that. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with that.
Just comfortable.
There's nothing wrong with that. Some people have minds, and some people. Have you ever met someone who just don't want nothing better than what they got? They good.
There are some people like that. They're just content in what they got going on, and they don't like change.
Right, and that's just for them. That's just not me.
Right. Like, everyone is different.
Right.
Yeah.
And I've had nothing for so long that it's like, okay, now I'm ready to have it all, and I'm gonna keep working until I have it. Right.
I believe in elevation. I'm not afraid of elevation, and I hate when you elevate and people consider it as changing. Oh, you changed.
No, you is. You know, if you don't elevate and change.
But no, they said in a negative way, like you changed in a negative way because you elevated.
No, their reaction, like their view of you changed. If you get into a situation and the person that you've known for years and years and years out of nowhere gets a credential or maybe some type of big type of opportunity out of nowhere, and they blow up overnight,
right?
You know what I mean? And you get that one little shred of jealousy, like, oh, what did they do to deserve that? Like, that should have been me. In all actuality, that person been down and you really been over them this whole time,
right?
So really, if you was the real friend or family member, you should be happy. Like, man, that's what's up. Because I just watched you struggle and I've been up. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's up. But nobody really thinks like that.
Yeah.
Nobody really thinks that secretly, you know what I'm saying, the next man or woman will hate.
But I mean, with elevating comes change, and there's certain things that you do have to switch up when you're elevating in life.
Right.
But yeah, I do believe some people downplay it and make it seem as though you changed in a bad way, like, oh, you Sadiddy now, or
you might have passed them, so that's their bad, because they expect you not to ever be where you're at,
which is crazy.
Or maybe you just had a lot of time. Just for instance, you used to check for them all the time, but they ain't check for you. But now that you're busy and you're up, you don't call as much because they ain't never checked for you. But now they're like, oh, you changed. Well, wait a second. You can check for me just like I used to check for you.
Right.
But now I got motion.
But it's crazy. I feel like the ones, like the friends that we've known like forever, they be the ones that be low-key hating. Like, you know how they say no new friends and stuff like that. But at some point with growth, like with meeting new people and growing with new people, they show more support and love than the ones you know all your life in some cases.
One thing about me in the grind mob, and maybe it's just a little easier for me, excuse me, and maybe it's just a little easier for me because I'm adopted, but one thing about the mob is there ain't no jealousy in the camp. Like, we all goofy ass people, like, we fun, we goofy, but we get serious when it comes to that work. But as far as like jealousy, like, they know I'm adopted, so you ain't gotta be my blood for me to consider you my brother. So I don't really have no friends. I have acquaintances and I have brothers. You know what I mean? And if I call you my brother, then you family to me, and I'm looking at you, and I do exactly what I would do for my family, for you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, anything I tell my brothers, they know I'm telling them out the love. You know what I'm saying? I want to see you do better. I want you to up, because I want you like me. And they've known me long enough to know I want everybody like me or over me. I don't want to son nobody. I don't want to be nobody's daddy. And a lot of bosses do that. They want the underlings. But see, that's why Grind Mob is different. We all bosses.
Oh, Grind Mob.
Grind Mob, that's the
yeah,
label.
so you like the CEO?
I am the CEO.
Of Grind Mob.
I am.
So what is Grind Mob?
That's the label.
That's the label. Wait, so you have like artists up under you?
Yes, ma'am, I do. I have a producer,
wow.
A&Rs.
Dope.
Yeah, we got a whole team.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Okay. Mr. CEO of Grind. Is it Grind?
Grind Mob. We spell it with a 1 though for the I. Because we number one. We the number one.
Y'all the number one.
On number one grind everywhere.
Now you from the ATL or